It is currently 6:30 p.m. at night in Sydney, and we are going to be checking out one of the most amazing night markets in Sydney. Throughout Ramadan, the streets of Sydney's southwest turn into a lively night market as soon as the sun sets. It is lined with amazing food and draws in massive crowds. These markets are a community-wide celebration open to everyone, and this is where you can find some of the best street food Sydney has to offer. Here you can find anything from fresh Arabic bread to Lebanese coffee and Camel Burgers, which is exactly what we'll be starting with tonight. Alright, first bite of the Camel Burger. What does it taste like? Is it sweet? A little bit. It's really, really good. I can't tell it's camel. I don't know what camel tastes like. I was genuinely surprised at how good it tasted. I forgot to describe what it actually tasted like. It's like a mix between lamb and beef, and if I didn't know that it was camel, I would have assumed that it was beef. This is amazing. This is delicious. I love it so much. Next up, we decided to venture away from the crowds for a while and headed into a sit-down restaurant. Okay, we've just got our chicken skewer with a massive piece of Arabic bread. The owners were amazing and invited me to see how they actually made the skewers and the bread.
The bread's there.
Oh wow! That's incredible. That looks so good.
Yeah.
And not too long after, the food arrived. Oh, it is still very, very hot. And they've got two chicken skewers, 2 different sauces and a salad. The bread was fresh, piping hot, and extremely fluffy. It was so big that it entirely covered our basket. Oh, and if you want to get extra bread, that entire piece will only cost you an extra $1. It's like naan, it's fluffy like naan bread, but it's a lot lighter. The chicken skewers were beautifully charred. They come with 2 sauces and a trio of tomato, red onions, and lettuce. The chicken skewers were very flavoursome and surprisingly not dry at all. The tomato, onion, and lettuce add a refreshing crunch, and in combination with the fluffy and chewy bread, it was just divine. It was so good. And then we ventured back out, and it wasn't too long before something else caught our eye, and we just had to stop. Is that rose water?
Yeah, rose water syrup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
Want a napkin with that?
I picked up a little dessert. It was milk curd with pistachios in a fluffy little pancake and a drizzle of rosewater syrup. It was very creamy, not too sweet, and had a nice crunch to it. It wasn't bad. Following on from dessert, we stopped by this store that made coffee on sand. I've never had this before, so I was extremely intrigued. I noticed that the coffee was a lot thicker than the ones that I'm normally used to. Okay, so I've got myself a coffee on sand. It's quite bitter, and it's not like the coffee that I am so used to drinking. It's not like the soy cap that I'm used to drinking. It's like a cinnamon flavour to it, and it tastes a little bit like chai tea. It's quite bitter, but I think like once you drink more of it, it's actually not too bad at all. Then as I continued to walk, trying to find out what else I can eat, this caught my eye. I wasn't sure what it was and quickly learned that it was called... How do you pronounce these?
Jalebi.
It is essentially fried dough coils soaked in sugar syrup, and it tasted exactly like that. It tastes like fried dough. It's a little bit sweet as well. It's quite delicious. It tastes a little bit like the Chinese donuts, but very, very sweet. I was then going to call it a night, but then we walked past a group of people lining up for roti, and I just couldn't resist. It is fresh off the grill, so it's very, very hot. tastes a little bit like an omelette. There's like spring onions and onions inside as well. It was also soft, layered and flaky, extremely eggy, and all around delicious. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching and sticking till the end. I hope you have an amazing weekend and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!